We didn't feel unlucky when we moved in. We felt chosen. The house was rented, but it was bigger than anything we could afford. Too good, honestly. High ceilings, deep rooms, corners that stayed dark even during the day. Our dog ran inside first. Then he stopped. He stood in the living room, staring at the hallway, ears stiff, not barking, not growling, just watching. We laughed it off. That was our first mistake. For the first few weeks, life felt normal, comfortable. Then money started slipping through our hands. Not because of mistakes, not because of bad decisions. Things just went wrong. Work opportunities vanished, payments got delayed, saving drained faster than they ever had before. No matter what we fixed, something else broke. And the house never felt empty, especially at night. Something is always there. My son changed next. He stopped laughing, stopped asking for things. He sat in the front of his laptop for hours. Once I noticed the reflection in the black screen when it paused. It wasn't just him. Something taller stood behind him. I blinked and it was gone. Another night, I heard my son whispering. I stood outside his room and listened. He was answering questions. When I asked who he was talking to, he said, "You worry too much, mom." I noticed more strange things. When he paused a video and walked away, it would start playing on its own. We blamed the laptop, old device, software glitch. What else could it be? Our dog pressed himself against my son's legs, always. When we tried to pull him away, he whined softly and crawled back. Sometimes late at night, I hear the dog growl, low, controlled, facing nothing. After that, dark mark appeared under my son's eyes. He started waking up tired. I started getting sick soon after. My sister sent her maid to help me for few days. The woman barely spoke, but she kept glancing at the certain places in the house, corners, space beside my son's bed, the spot where dog liked to sit. On her last day, she refused to enter my son's room. She whispered a prayer under her breath and left and said nothing to me. But she told my sister everything. "There is something evil in that house," she said. "It doesn't move much, it stays in certain places waiting." My sister called me in panic and told me everything and said, "Leave now or call the priest." That night, I saw my son sitting on his bed, whispering, talking. When I asked who he was talking to, he said, "He doesn't like when you interrupt." That's when me and my husband decided to call the priest. Priest came the next day. He walked through the house slowly. He stopped outside my son's room and closed his eyes. He spoke to my son for a long time, then left without blessing anything. The priest called the next morning and said, "There is something dark in that house. It is already attached to your son. It believes your son belongs to him." Then he asked, "Was there any untimely death in that house?" We didn't know, so we asked neighbors. They didn't want to talk. Finally, one of them told us. The original owner's son, same age as ours, he killed himself in that very room. After that, parents sold the house. Every family that moved in after them lost everything. That's when me and my husband decided to move. We didn't argue, we didn't pack properly, we left. We moved cities. The first night in the new house, my son woke up crying. He said a boy came to him in his dream, his friend from the other house. The boy asked him to come back, said the house was lonely without him. But my son said no, and he left angrily. After that, things improved slowly. Money stabilized. My son started acting like himself again, and the dog finally slept through the night. But sometimes, very late, I hear my son pause mid sentences, like he was listening to someone who isn't there, and my dog still wakes up, stare at the corners, as if it knows something followed us once, and making sure that it never came close again.